do you have for us in critical thinking?
I want to talk about technical analysis and why it matters even though it shouldn't matter.
Now, what is technical analysis?
Well, good question. So let's start with fundamental analysis. This is something I'm sure people have thought about that have been in the markets. Is fundamental analysis calculates what a stock is worth based, or a company is worth based on its earnings and the risk of the company going forward. It's a mathematical calculation that basically says the company's going to earn some money in the future, and if you own the company, part of those profits as a shareholder would be belong to you, so the stock would be worth more if the company starts earning more in the future.
Makes sense.
Technical analysis throws all that away, and just looks at the charts. It just looks at the past chart and says, well, the company's going up, the stock's going up, I'm buying it.
A little momentum play.
Well, it could be momentum on the upside, it could be momentum on the downside, it could be just a change in the pattern. There's all kinds of patterns, technical analysis, people read into it, and they really don't care about the underlying company.
So they don't know anything about the company at all.
They don't have to. The company could be losing money hand over fist, but if the stock price is going up, technical analysis says, well, geez, we could get into it. And so they're not looking at the underlying value of the company at all. So let's look at this chart from Bloomberg. This is the S&P 500 over the last 5 years. You remember it went up high in 2007, came down in 2008, with the big crash in 2009. It's come back up since then. Well, if we look up closer over the last, let's say, couple months, we can saw that we hit a peak of about 1340 or so, came back down off of Japan, then we bounced back up, and then we came back down off that, and we're headed back up again. This is what looks like a double top. Even if you go back to a wider range, you can see that this double top is starting to form here, and when you see a double top, you start to say, uh-oh, maybe we should, if we don't keep going higher, that could be a top.
So the technical point is right about where we're at.
It's right about where we're at. We're really at a turning point. If you were following technical analysis, you would say, if we can't break through the 1350 kind of number with some momentum, well, then we're going to pull back, because everybody that's a technical analysis trader is going to say, oh, well, we didn't break through 1350, so we're obviously headed downward. And they don't care if the economy is doing well. They don't care if the companies are doing well. They don't care about anything. All they care about is, we had a double top, we're coming back. If we come back off of it, it's like, well, I'm getting out. And they get out, they'll start a stampede on the way down.
Well, earnings reports have been really good.
They have been. They've been fantastic.
Last few days, but you'd think the market would be up more.
That's right. You'd think the market would be up more, but it's not, because, well, it did. It jumped back up off the S&P downgrade, but there's a lot of headwinds out there. We've talked about it, and we'll keep talking about it as some of the things that are concerning going forward. But technical analysis, when we think about it, it's very important that we recognize that there are a lot of people trading in the market that aren't looking at all the fundamentals that we talk about every week. They're just looking at the charts.
And what's your takeaway?
My takeaway is that markets move because people in them decide to make a change and move them. Many people in a market pay attention to charts and make moves because of it. And so we have to pay attention to them as well. Remember, it's not about the charts actually, it's really about the people's reaction to the charts.